Welcome to Telltale Books. Continuing my series on the work of the Brontes, trying to read everything I can find. The next is An American Tale by Charlotte Bronte. This was again published in that November 1829 Young Men's Magazine and was written on September 9th, 1829. And it's a really simple story. A discussion between two men about American politics just after the election of Andrew Jackson. Now, I won't spoil the story for those of you that really want to read it by giving particulars of what they were talking about. Just suffice to say, it was just a conversation between two guys in an inn, basically a diner bar type situation, and they're talking about their views of American politics. The story is very short again. It's short enough to qualify as flash fiction today, and the writing is still very amateurish, but it does show improvement over what this was the third written piece by Charlotte. The previous piece, A Scene in My Inn, was it was poorly written. It's the only way to describe it. An American Tale, it at least shows better structure, better spelling, better punctuation, things like that. A little better knowledge of the craft of writing, but still far from professional work. It at least is readable. But it's just not very interesting, especially now we're so far away from the politics of that time. And really, what did Charlotte Bronte, a 13-year-old girl in England, know about American politics and the situation with Andrew Jackson? So it's a very weird story, and I would say only read it if you really want to be a completist with Charlotte Bronte. Otherwise, I would skip it. So that's number 3 by Charlotte Bronte, and she wrote this by herself. My next, moving along, and this next one's going to be a poem. I'll do a separate video for that. I hope you're enjoying this. We will get to some much more in-depth and interesting discussions once we get past these really early works that any other writer would have destroyed. I don't know why she kept them. But it's interesting to see the very beginnings of her writing, even though it's really early, really amateurish, really childish in many ways. It is interesting to see the development towards a novel like Jane Eyre. And so I hope you'll stick with me. Oh, my notes say the next one was written with Branwell again. So the next one will be the Charlotte and Branwell writing together. So I hope you'll stick with me with these and like us, and subscribe to us, and come on back for more. These really short early ones by Charlotte, I'm going to be burning through pretty fast, I hope. So I'll see you then.